The planning trap. Why we love planning but hate execution. Have you ever noticed something strange about planning? You can sit down with a notebook, a cup of coffee, a clean desk, and suddenly you feel powerful, motivated, in control. Writing goals feels exciting. Structuring routines feels productive. Mapping out your future feels like progress. But then, the next day comes. Reality knocks. And the plan sits untouched, beautiful, organized, and ignored. Why does this happen? Why do we love planning but resist execution? Let's break it down. Planning gives us something execution doesn't: instant gratification. When you plan, your brain releases dopamine, the same reward chemical you get from achievements. Your mind doesn't fully understand the difference between creating a plan and accomplishing the plan. So planning becomes a safe substitute for action. You feel productive without facing discomfort. Execution, on the other hand, is messy. It demands energy, discipline, and consistency. Execution requires you to do the work, especially when you don't feel like it. Planning lives in the future. Execution lives in the now. And the now is where resistance lives. There's another reason we fall into the planning trap. Planning protects us from failure. When you're planning, everything is still possible. The business could succeed. The weight could come off. The habit could stick. Nothing has been tested. Nothing has been challenged. But the moment you execute, you face the truth. Are you willing to become the identity your plan requires? Because every plan demands a version of you you haven't fully built yet. And that's uncomfortable. Execution requires courage. Not the loud kind. Not the emotional kind. But the quiet, boring, steady kind, showing up when motivation is gone. Doing the work when progress is invisible. Taking the next step even if you're afraid. That's where transformation happens. So how do you escape the planning trap? You don't throw planning away. You change your relationship with it. Here's the shift. Stop planning for perfection. Start planning for progress. Instead of planning your entire life, plan your next step. Instead of designing a perfect system, build a simple habit. Instead of writing a 90-day plan you'll never follow, decide what one thing you will execute today. Because your life will not change when you finish the plan, it will change when you start the action. So the next time you're tempted to make another detailed, color-coded, idealistic plan, pause. Ask yourself one question: what can I do right now that moves me one step forward? Not someday, not next month, now. Because planning creates possibility but execution creates reality. If you take nothing else from this message, remember this: a plan sitting on paper changes nothing. A plan backed by action can change everything. So start. Small, messy, afraid. But start. Your future isn't waiting for the plan. It's waiting for the execution.